What a deck!
Hello and welcome to What a Deck, the only casual Yu-Gi-Oh show on YouTube. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at Snake Lair, which uses the new Serpentine archetype, the Ogdoadic they're called now, or Ogdoadic. I'm not exactly sure. They were formerly known as Abyss, but this is what we got now, and we're mixing them with Lair of Darkness, the tribute engine that lets us get rid of our opponent's monsters in order to summon our big beaters. We've got Snake Rain, we've got some dangers in here too. Should be a fun time. Now, if you just want the deck profile, there's a link down in the description to a separate shorter video. There, I'll go over everything in here, just explain all the cards we play. Otherwise, in this episode, it's 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you how it works, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, the first duel versus Shot Through the Heart, and you're too late, baby, Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game. And we're going first, which is not really all that good. We generally don't want to go first in this. We do have the trade-in, though, which means we can put our monsters in the graveyard, draw through cards, unless we get Ash Blossomed. We done got Ash Blossomed. Game over, kid, game over. What do? Let's go ahead and normal summon this. When normal summoned, this will search us a spell trap. And we will get Snake Lily of the the Snake Lily. It's just Snake Lily. That's what it's called. What do we got in here? Let's go ahead and set the Snake Lily. Got a 50-50 chance. Let's try the Danger Bigfoot. And sometimes you gamble, sometimes you lose. A sad state of affairs. Let's go ahead and activate the Snake Lily. At this point, I think what we want to put in here is Zoa. We're going to activate this. All our high-level monsters work like this. You tribute a monster on the field, sometimes multiple monsters, and you summon them. Then things happen. In the case of this one, your opponent gets to summon a monster, and then you get to summon a monster. Our monster is negated, unfortunately. Or their monster is negated, fortunately. Ours is not, which is pretty neat. So we can get this effect. Your opponent draws a card, then you get to search a card, and then we both discard a card. And I think at this point, I just want to get another one of these, another one of the searchers, and we could put this into the graveyard. Doing stuff and doing things all day long. And then they have to discard something. What will they discard? Fluffles. Welp, we're dead. Let me think about this. Yeah, I think we're just dead, unfortunately. Just because of that Ash Blossom. If it weren't for that Ash Blossom, we might... Oh, also making us go first and stuff. I'm trying to think. This can search us any monster, but I don't think any monster... Any reptile monster... I don't think any reptile monster is going to be particularly good. Wait! No. No, it will not. So... Well... Maybe. No, that's a light. Because these monsters work as... Well, you know what? We could try it. It'll be better than nothing. Let's go ahead and activate Remnant. In addition to searching something, this has an effect where you can discard it and then Foolish Burial a monster from your deck of a different attribute. They're all light and dark, so the light Foolish is the dark, dark Foolish is light. And then let's go ahead and just summon Aaron. This call, you get to tribute 2 monsters for this one. These level 8s are kind of like Floodgate, or they're both level 8s, but there's 1 tribute ones and 2 tribute ones. These 2 tribute ones have effects that are kind of like floodgates. If your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand, they must discard a card. So I think they're going to do, yeah. So now we get to make them randomly discard a card, I believe. Like, please get rid of something. Hey, that's probably the best thing we could have hit. Unfortunately, they're still going to be able to draw a whole bunch. But the idea is you want to get out these big level 8s. There's the king and the queen. And again, they both have these floodgatey effects that are like, if your opponent does a thing, something bad happens. And then you've got these lower level 8s, the 1 tributes, and they're like, you and your opponent both do a thing that's beneficial. And so if you have these ones, the 2 tributes, before you get the 1 tributes, then it's like, you both do something beneficial, but your opponent gets punished for it. It reminds me in a way kind of the, what were they called? They work around the field spell, they're all level 9s, I should know this. Ah, why am I blanking on this? I've played them too. The generators. There's the generator archetype where they make your opponent draw cards, but every time your opponent draws a card, something bad happens to them. Okay, Cruel Whale. So yeah, kind of like that. Let's see here. If they send a card from the, another Ash. If they send a card from their field or hand to the graveyard, this can search a light or dark reptile, which is the entire deck, essentially. Unfortunately, they Ash Blossomed it again. But yeah, you can see how, or not, you can't see. You will see, hopefully. You get out this thing, and then the card that lets your opponent, like, get back resources hurts them. It's neat when you're going second, especially if you contribute their monsters, especially if you can get all the resources. But this deck's actually, its biggest weakness is Ash Blossom. Because half the cards are like Foolish Burial. And in fact, our most powerful card, Snake Rain, is Foolish Burial, but for 4 monsters. And if they Ash Blossom that, you're kind of screwed. And I thought most of the time, I don't think Ash Blossom's being played a whole lot right now, because it's not really good against Eldritch. It's not really good against, like, Dragon Link or any of the big stuff. But some people are still just putting in generic tech cards or whatever. And they just happen to get the 2 Ashes. And again, we much prefer to go second if we can. This is better at breaking boards than stopping boards. You can go first. There are some combos and stuff you can do with that. But in order to make it work, you need to have, like, Snake Rain. Or you have to resolve a draw card, something like that. So we lose our first duel. Kind of a mismatch. But hopefully we'll do better in the second duel. Alright, second duel, and we're already up against my arch nemesis player. What will they be playing today? Sometimes I plan to do silly laughs and it just comes out dumb. Is this, are we not gonna, oh, hello? Hello? Oh, there we go. Let's go second, which is what we wanted to do. And we open with Lair, which is a very good thing to open with. Along with some dangers, we could get some danger. See what they do. Ah! So the question is this Dragon Maid? Or is this perhaps a, is this just Dragon Link on the casual server? Once again, I always play on the casual server. I hope to try to get, like, good duels. Duels where, it's a nice back and forth. You get to see a variety of decks. So it's always a pity when, like, you go to the casual server and it's someone playing a meta-competitive deck. Just trying to get easy wins, I guess. I don't know. I guess we could ask them. They did, but most people seem to think it's insulting. It's like, why would you question? I'm just here to have a good time. It's like, I'm here to have a good time too. But you've come to, like, a lightweight boxing arena with, like, a 500-pound dude who's just, like, built of muscle. And it's like, I don't think you're a lightweight, good sir. I feel like this is less about sportsmanship and more about just wanting to punch someone. I can't really get behind that. Granted, they're making Crossroads Dragon. I don't think this is something that, Dragon Link normally plays. I mean, it is a dragon. They got this. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't know. You can ask it. You can comment in the comments. Would it be rude to ask them, like, are you aware you're on a casual server, sir? Ah, I screwed up. Ah. I see. You know. There is a way to practice hands. You don't have to practice against people if you don't want to. Just so you know. They got all these set cards. Okay. What do we want to do with our life? Let's go ahead. We're going to... I greeted too hard and lacked one extender. Let's set a card. Let's try that, shall we? And then we're going to normal summon this. Normal summon this because, again, it searches us our spell trap, the Foolish Burial, which is something we might want, but we ain't getting it. Infinite impermanence. Okay, in that case, it's off to the races. Time to start activating dangers. Time to get dangerous and hope things work out. Discard a random card? Hey, that was probably the best we could have done. It's not the danger, we draw, and that was probably the worst we could have drawn. Pop your face down. Target one dragon and one card your opponent controls are in their graveyard. Banish this card, special summon. Okay. Return them to your hand. Okay. So I'm just getting something returned to my hand. Hopefully they return this. That would be nice. I'd like to get stuff. Oh, you're returning the Lair of Darkness. Yeah, Lair of Darkness, very good card in this archetype. Unfortunately, you have to get other serpents. Oh, hey! Why, thank you, good sir. They return this to the hand. Again, this has two effects. One when it's summoned, and another one where you discard it. The discard effect is very useful in this instance. Good thing everything returns to the hand. That would have been bad if it wasn't returning to the hand. Okay. So, now we'll activate this. Unless they've got the ash. Ooh! Nope, okay. No, okay. What do we want to do with our lives? That would cause 2 tributes. I think... Yeah, we don't want to get them. I think we just have to go for this one. Hey. Activate Lair of Darkness. And then let's go ahead and just... Well, let's get maximum... Oh, wait, this is at the start of the battle step. You can return this and summon... Do they have one? No, you can return this and summon a level... Oh, from your hand or graveyard. So they might have one in their group. Well, you know what? That'll be even better. Which one is... Start of the battle... Okay, they don't have one. Hand or deck. Okay, so we need to get rid of this one. 2,000. Big attacks. And then... We're going to tribute off... Actually, let's tribute off the Link. Just to keep them from getting combos. And we'll get this. Yeah, and this is... It's weird because this deck not relies, but... having the Lair of Darkness, very important. And then people are like, why don't you play Terraforming? It's like, well, between the 3 of these and the dog that searches this, Arima, I think its name is, I already have a lot of chances to get to it. And you sometimes run into circumstances like this, where it's like, these 2 extra copies are bricks in my hand. Any other snake would be a much better thing to have, but I'm not in that situation. We got the Noctivision, alright. Don't know, that just summons. Okay, get another Heradic Seals. Just gonna bounce my stuff back, possibly. Hey, please discard a card. If you discard a monster... Oh, that was... American Sniper! That was the best thing I probably could have gotten out of them. Special summon a Dragon Maid. And what is it, If a monster your opponent controls is sent to the graveyard by a card effect. Oh, they have to control it. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, this one's usually not the... But usually you want the queen. The queen says if your opponent summons out of the graveyard, you could send a card they control to the graveyard, which in this case would let you just send that back and then they don't have the dragon maids to fusion summon. Or I guess they do, but I wouldn't have thought that they would. The discarding a random card from the hand, usually not as good in this day and age. But unfortunately, we had the dark one. The dark can only send light. King is light. Oh, not fusion summoning? Interesting. 27, that is bigger than me. Ouch. Youch. Ganooshk. Fortunately, being in the graveyard just means I can tribute your stuff and coming back. And the Torment tokens really help. This is at the end phase. For every card you tributed, you get a token. In most Lair decks, this is not the best part of the effect. But when it comes to the Ogdoadics, like, yeah, kind of. Like, their biggest thing is, like, they can play out of the graveyard. And they have ways to return them from being banished. You could easily put them in the graveyard. So, you know, getting rid of them, not a problem. It's just summoning them back, which requires having monsters on the field. So the fact that everything you tribute is going to be replaced in the end phase is pretty nice. Especially because, as you're seeing in this instance, your opponent kind of has to prioritize your monsters and your field spell. They can't always get rid of all your tokens. So even in this case, if I didn't have another Lair of Darkness ready to go, I'd have this instance where, you know, I can summon back my big 2-star monster. In this case, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Snake Lily in an insect nation. Ah! This is a tribute, return 1 face-up card on the field. Yeah, and we want to send this one, I think. No, yeah, let's send this one. Let's get the big boss. Here comes the new boss, same as the old boss. Activate. Now, if they're smart, they'll actually return a token because I could just play this again. But whatever they get out, I'm going to be able to tribute summon it. The big boss takes 3 monsters. I can use one of theirs. Ooh, they're bouncing their own thing. Okay. That's actually fairly smart. When this is, you could target 1 level 4, special summon it. Ah, okay. Getting more things, are we? Okay, so let me think about this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to normal summon this to get it in rotation. Oh, wait, no, that would take 2 tributes, and I don't want to do that, do I? Yeah, I guess we're just going to go ahead for the big snake. Let's go for level 7 or higher monster. Okay, it's either one. Both of these were summoned out of the graveyard, right? No, that was summoned out of the deck. So we'll do that. We'll get that. Hello, I am Big Snake. So this is once while this is face up on the field, you could just send everything they control to the graveyard. What can they summon out of here? It would just be, it wouldn't have enough to get over everything, right? Yeah, so I'm better saving that effect. It's once while it's face up on the field, you can send any monster that wasn't summoned from the graveyard to the graveyard. I like to think of this guy as like owning a very exclusive nightclub that only serves zombies. Only serves cards from the graveyard. He's like, excuse me, sir, are you on the list? Were you this is a summoned out of the graveyard club only. 3 tokens. The problem is I'll lose all 3 tokens if I use this, because these were not summoned out of the graveyard. What is, you could discard this card. Neither player can activate that monster's effects this turn. Well, Doesn't that just root a toot my pollute? Alright. Can't activate its effects. You got 4 cards. Again, though, you've got a 3100 to get over. You've got 3 tokens to get over. You've got this. Like, you've got to get rid of all of this, otherwise I'm just going to summon it back again. Or OTK. What? Question mark? What's going on? Yeah, we'll see. I'm not exactly familiar with their combos. What an interesting effect your lair had on my hospitality. With a different attribute, but a different level. Ah, everything's dark. Ah. Strange synergy. Alright, they summon that back. Worried if they make Boral Sword. Alright. That is worrying. That can definitely get over the Snake God. I just call this Snake God. There's Snake God, there's the King and the Queen, and then there's Light and Dark. Which I like before, they were called Dawn and Dusk, and I thought that was easier to understand, but you know, I'm not on the localization team. That's just not what I'm doing. You have to make these really complicated names. Okay, and Nightmare Phoenix. So they've cleared this, they've cleared that. They don't know I have the third one. Just a grind game. We're grinding them down. The question is, can't they searched that fusion a while ago, but do they have the means to fusion summon? If they can get a negate on board that can negate my Lair of Darkness, then I'll be in trouble. Then I'll be in for a spot of bother. Yeah, I think I may have lost this one, unfortunately. Unfortunately, just because the best card in my deck is something I need a whole bunch of. When your opponent activates a card or effect... Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I had these 2 cards just dead in my hand for 2 turns, essentially. And then I draw this. Which, you could discard this to search Lair. So, this would have been good to get. Yep, there's one more thing I could do. I could tribute this to draw. Ash Blossom. Couldn't let me have the one draw. Well, yep, unfortunately, we put up a good fight, but working against both, oh wait, why did I put these in the win category? I need to put that, I write down the wins and losses on a thing. Yep, just unfortunate. We got a bad hand, and then also, I guess this is more Dragon Maids than Dragon Links, but honestly, that's just Dragon Link, but slightly worse. I'm not sure if it counts as a casual deck when you can, like, put on a field of 5 monsters and still have, like, 5 cards in hand. Unsure. I don't know, comment in the comments, but it's got access to all the Dragon Link things. Oh well, let's go into the third duel and see if we can do something a little better. Alrighty, here we are, third duel versus Tuco. Like a taco, but with fundamental differences. And we're looking pretty good. We got Lair of Darkness. We've got Trade-In. Will we get ashed again? And our opponent just passes. Just passes on nothing. A sad state of affairs. We're going to get ashed again, aren't we? I'm not a fan of that ash, I tell you what. I tell you what! Okay. So we've already got that in the graveyard. We've already got... Okay, so let's... We want to normal summon this. Activate the effect. At least they can't Ash this. Because Ash is a hard once per turn. Which means even if you have multiple copies, you cannot activate all of them. Troll and Lockbird. Alright. I'm not going to be drawing any more cards. Fool. Buffoon. All hand traps. Hand traps the deck. Let's activate this. Let's send, what do we want to send? Just the dark one? Yeah, let's send the dark one. Okay, so what we can do, we're going to phone call. How do I got a new phone, I don't know how to do it. Turn off, there we go, okay. Tribute a monster, summon this thing. Then your opponent gets to summon something, then I get to summon something. Yay. But all they've got is little dinky hand traps, so I don't care if they summon them with their effects negated. Especially since, now that we're going second, I can just attack over it. Also, since we tributed a dark monster, Darkus Diabolos comes out. Good old Lord of the Lair. This is important because this gives us 2 monsters. Now that we have 2 monsters, we can tribute both of them. Oh, including theirs. To summon this. There we go. And now we have enough damage to do a lot of damage. And actually, I could have OTK'd, but I wasn't thinking because I was just happy that something worked out for once. There is a way, if you have an open field, you got 2 level 8s, you can make an Ixie that attacks for 9,000. As it stands, I think we're just going to go into... Let's see, we have no idea what they're doing. We have no idea what they want to do. Let's go into Titanic Galaxy, shall we? There we go. And then we get many tokens. Upwards of 3 tokens. Bazinga. I can't believe I said that. It's something about the wizard hat just makes me want to say nerdy things. Well, we won. We didn't do anything, but we won. That's that's almost as disappointing. At least with the Dragon Lake deck, we put some stuff on. Not a very great start to the episode, but I believe that things can get better. So let's go ahead into the fourth duel. All right, here we are, 4th duel up against Kevez 27, an interesting name if ever there was one. We get to go second again. We have Lair of Darkness again. Still haven't opened with Snake Rain. And, well, at least we've got nothing that they can Ash, although, well, this is actually pretty good. So they're probably going to get the whatever it's called, Macabre, get themselves a Macabre, and then they have to negate the Lair, because if they don't, bad stuff's going to happen, assuming they even have something to negate. And then if they do, we could just discard Arima and get another one. And if they don't, we can normal summon Ariba and tribute off their monster to draw a card. Hey, won't that be nice? Well, I guess we'll see. Usually, invoked is not just, okay, it's invoked Shadals. Shavoked. Shavakadu. So the question is... Let's see, I guess Winda would be difficult, but Winda's we could still tribute over. I mean, that's even better. Now you can't do a thing. Unless they're going to... Yeah, do they have a light monster to make Mechaba? Yay. I feel good. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, like I knew that I would. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. The question is this invoked Dogmatica? Because that could prove a problem. The cool thing about Lair of Darkness is that if you can get like one of your snakes in the graveyard that tributes monsters, then it's like they don't even have you don't even have anything on the field for them to use Dogmatica punishment. Okay. Which is perfect. What do they got in there? That and that. Okay. So is this the punishment? That's the punish for what we're doing. So what we're going to do, we're going to activate this, as much as I like to search things. Unless it gets ash blossomed. Fucking ash. Okay. We're going to send, yep, the one that lets us tribute 1. Activate Lair of Darkness. Thumbs up, buddy. Unless this is like an MST Cosmic Cyclone, and even then I can just, okay. Yeah, so now we can tribute their 1 monster. Summon out this. This will summon back one of our monsters. They'll, of course, get a monster too, but again, its effects are negated, so that doesn't really impact us all that much. So they can bring it back, but now that its effects are negated, it's like I can just summon all I want. I mean... What's curious, I wonder how long before Konami makes a card that's like, target a monster whose effects are negated. Its effects are no longer negated. I haven't normal summoned yet, have I? No, I have not. So what are they going to do? They're going to El Shaddai fusion and make another window? Yeah! Just another window. Okay. Okay, touche. I see you there. I see what you're doing. I do what you're seeing. And then they get the El Shaddai fusion back, but they're running low on resources. I'm going to get one of these. And then what I'm going to do is just, because I haven't this limits how much you can special summon, but no one expects the normal summon. Tribute. What up, homie? Nice to meet you. And then you get the El Shaddai fusion. So they've got 3 cards, but 2 of those are just El Shaddai fusions. What do I have in the grave? That and that. Do I want to save the Snake Lily? No, I don't think I do. I think I just want to try to get stuff into the graveyard while I can. The question is what to put in graveyard. Got that. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for the dark monster. Let's see, this one, the Queen. We can't summon her now. Well, we might be able to. It wouldn't really particularly help us against Shaddolls, though. I think we're better off having this guy who just can't be targeted or tributed. And then we get 3 tokens. Yay, tokens. So, they've got 2 cards and then 2 fusions. Do they have the fusion to make... I'm trying to think of what they would even get. They pretty much have to have drawn a light monster to get... what's it called? What's her name? Construct. Construct can get over stuff. Shekanaga can go in defense mode, but then I can just tribute it with Lair of Darkness. Yeah, that's about it. And I wanted to save, I could have activated the Danger Thunderbird. I could have had 2 level 8s. Assuming I landed on it. If I messed it up. Going for the Invocation. Alright. Oh, I have a light monster. Touche, they're going to be able to use my graveyard, so now they can get a Mechaba. And then they can get the Alistair back and discard, but still not going to help them that much. Although it sucks to have my 1 tribute monster be gone. Although they're not going to be able to get over everything, and even if they can like somehow clear the field, I can like normal summon, then tribute off Mechaba and one of my monsters for the 2 tribute. Just thinking ahead with snakes. It's like thinking with portals, but with fundamental differences. And if they want to get over the Diabolos, they have to use the Alistair. Which I guess was the... Okay, setting. I guess that's just an El Shaddai fusion, I assume. Probably. Do they play 3 windows? So they're going to use it? Yep. Well, that's good. Because again, you know, you put this in the graveyard, like, I just come back as soon as I tribute a dark monster. I'm going to be tributing a dark monster. You better believe it. Unless you got some way to clear the field. I don't think you do. Not with monsters on board. Not unless you play Raigeki. Setting a card. Alright. Okay. So let's... To normal summon. I'm gonna normal summon this. Because I want to use the effect. Let's go ahead and get this. We'll tribute you and you. When this thing is sent to the graveyard, your opponent draws a card. And then you get to search, and then I get to draw a card. Here we go. Here we go. Diabolos. Extos. Diabolos. What do I want? I think I just want this one, the level 1. That's cool. And then what'll I discard? Oh wait, it sends to the graveyard. Let's get rid of that. And then you gotta get rid of something. Okay, there's the other El Shaddai fusion. So we're going to discard this. We're going to send the deity to the graveyard. And then we're gonna summon the deity. All our tokens. Big snake. Big snake, big bunger. It's like a big burger. And I could do this to destroy the face down. Not sure if want to do. Oh yeah, this thing's banished. That might be a problem. Yeah, I think we're just going to do this. Whatever this is. Let's see. Flip, you can special summon 1 Shaddai from your deck in face down defense position. Alright. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. Yeah. Let's just no. Oh, it's sent by a card effect. Well, that's fine. Better to draw 1 card than to draw 2 cards, you know what I'm saying? We can also do one of these. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We could tribute off a dark monster. Well, this has already used its effect, so we'll do that, and then our opponent has to put 1 card on the top or bottom of their deck. So they're just 1 less card. Which one do you choose? Place on the bottom? Alright. And, yeah, we're good. We got a lot of resources for next time, especially since, again, all the tokens, discount token warehouse, layer of tokens coming on down. And that's kind of the, like, you know, this deck can OTK from top. Super Poly! Well then. Do they have the Triviferum? No, they're just gonna go for the Starving Venom. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, this can OTK, but oftentimes it's more about out-resourcing your opponent. And I've out-resourced Eldritch a lot. People have been playing that a lot in testing. I was hoping we'd get a match on here, and maybe we will. But you can out-resource them just by virtue of the fact that, like, every turn you're summoning, like, a whole field full of tokens. You're ending every turn with, like, all the tokens in the world. And yeah, it's like, you know, they get rid of Lair of Darkness, I got another one. Really, it's just gonna be up to whatever that is. Did you tribute anything? Nope. If they tributed something, they get something. You know what, let's go for the king, or the god. God Snake. Hallo. Guten Tag. And his friend Diabolos. Lord of the Lair. Attack. And we did it. We got our first actual hard-fought win. And granted, I think, yeah, we could have probably OTK'd them on that first one. Maybe I'm getting that confused with the last duel. Either way, we win. Let's go ahead into the 5th duel. Same old song and dance. dance, my friend. Because we're up against Samer. He's the Samer duelist that puns. I'm a wizard. Ooh, dinosaurs. Kind of a meta deck. I guess it depends on the build, but again, kind of stretching the casual. Although I'm struggling to think. What is this, like Giant Rex? What kind of hand do you have that this is what you get? Okay, we're going to activate Arima. Get ourselves a Lair of Darkness. Let's activate Lair. Let's go ahead and activate Bigfoot. The only thing we really don't want to hit... Well... Okay, let's normal summon this first. We'll get a Snake Lily. We'll go ahead and activate Snake Lily. Get the light monster in the graveyard. The 1 tribute, because we need that to get our plays started. Now let's go ahead and try Bigfoot. Hey, there we go. This is why the dangers are so good. You want to be able to just get stuff into the graveyard. The real question is, what do Kangaroo? They don't really have anything in their graveyard, so I think we're just going to use... You usually don't want to use this one all that much. It's a, it's just a 2000 beater. It lets you shuffle your banished monsters back into the deck. So it's good recovery monster. Petite Pterodon, alright. Go into that. Do we want to just get rid of the field spell? Is this any card? Send 1 card your opponent controls to the graveyard. Yeah, let's just make Dingirsu. Why not? Get rid of the field spell. Gamma. Alright. That explains a little bit. But I can detach to stop from being destroyed. And now that you have a monster, I could do that, and then they would be able to get back their Pterodon, though, and even though its effects are negated, they'd be able to use it for stuff. Yeah, I guess it's better to just let it be banished. Get me some tokens. I think just 1. 1 token. Granted, summoning a whole bunch of tokens against dinosaurs would be a bad thing. Harpy's Feather Duster? Yeah, I'll stop that. I could stop anything from being destroyed. Pretty neat. I was hoping to save that against, like, Ultimate Conductor. It can attack every monster once each, but he doesn't have the things to summon Ultimate Conductor. Now he might have it. That, banish 1, summon the Gem Dinosaur. Gem Dinosaur gets you Evolution Pill. Or it gets you a, whatchamacallit, a thing. Big question is, am I dead? Okay, the Giant Rex. You need a dinosaur and a non-dinosaur to use that, right? Okay, and then you go into Link Karibo, and then what? Translate that into... Yep, okay. So, Ultimate Conductor. I'm going to take 2,000 plus this, but I'll still have the Lair of Darkness, which means next turn, you out of luck. Maybe 3,000 if he blows up this to set me face down. Hard to say, hard to leg, hard to beat a broken egg. And yeah, that's really why this deck has as much of a good chance as it... Oh. Interesting. So what are you going to... Tribute himself to destroy the token and then stop the token from being destroyed? I'm a little confused as to what's going on here. Send that, and then get the Overraptor and then get the Ultimate Conductor? And then what? Trying to think of how you OT... I mean, that's obviously more damage now. But I don't think you can OTK from that position. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm still alive. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Dinosaur. That, and then 18, and then 5. And I still want to tribute the Ultimate Conductor. Because that's... I mean, this is brutal, but... You get a token? You do. Tributed a monster at some point. I didn't even realize. What I could do is force him to activate this by threatening the normal summon. Yeah, let's try that. Hello. It's me. They could negate the thing. Okay. Yeah. Goodbye. You want to negate it? There you go. There's one monster negate. Okay. Activate Danger Bigfoot. You want to negate that as well? Okay. Activate the Ogdoadic Remnant. Send a dark monster to the graveyard. Let's get the Queen. And then this thing, if you control no monsters, or if you only control Ogdoadic monsters, you could summon this. Hey, how's it going? From there, you can summon this one. Tribute that. It's banished when it leaves the field. They summon. They get something. It's destroyed, or it's not destroyed, but it's negated. I get something. Hello, nice to meet you. It's also banished when it leaves the field. I get a token. That's neat. This will get me the search. The searchy search that I want to search. And let's see here. I can tribute special summon. They cannot target monsters on the feed. Yeah, I can tribute that token, right? Yeah? Yeah, token tribute, that's good. How many monsters do I have in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3. Damn, I don't have quite enough. This, if you have 5 monsters with different names, you could do all sorts of stuff. Although I can make Echidna. Yeah, let's try that with the token. And this. Hello. Let's target this one, make its attack 0. And then for every 0 attack monster they have, I get to search a reptile. I have not used this yet. So we'll discard this, get a light monster into the graveyard, like the King Snake. And then, if I'm not mistaken, how many? 1, 2, 3. We need snakes with different names. 4. I need to get the level 1 back in there, or the level 3. Okay. Put this. Let's send, yeah, let's send to that. Special summon run reptile from the graveyard? Yes. Hello there. Well, hello there. Yeah, let's go ahead with these 2. Summon out of the graveyard. And then let's just clear the field. Goodbye, everyone, except for that. Oh, except for that, which is actually a well, this has already used its effect anyway. 2200. There we go. So the big question is, what will they top deck? If they can top deck an Ultimate Conductor Tyranno or something to get to it, I'm screwed because I have all the tokens. Every last token for them to attack into. If not, I have the win. Battle phase? Oh, okay. Touche, salesman. Let's just normal summon that, and I think that's it. No, it's not. 2d42. Yeah, if I put these into attack mode. Okay, we beat dinosaurs. A hard-fought battle, but we did the stuff, and finally we're kind of getting... You're hopefully getting an idea of what the deck is like. I haven't gotten the good combo yet that I really want to do, where you can get this out, and then summon the 1 tributes, so that you get... I don't think we've used this the entire time, which is a pity, because it's really what you want to do. But either way, that's 5 duels down. It means time to take a short break. Well, hello there. Welcome to the halfway point, young traveler. You've made it through 5 duels so far, but we've got 5 more still to go. The journey oftentimes is more important than the destination. But in this case, the destination for me is getting some money on Patreon, trying to make this my job. Hopefully you enjoy the showmanship, the funny hats, the little wizard staff and stuff like that. I can afford to do stuff like that because of people... I dropped the staff. But I can afford to do silly stuff like that, mostly because of the support I get from my fans, both on Patreon and like Twitch and stuff like that. I keep the ads on this channel to a minimum, so if you're enjoying that, consider donating to the Patreon. Even just $1 really helps. Obviously, $2 is better. And you get a whole bunch of rewards. You get these sleeves I made, not my best work, but still pretty neat. You get the negation. Wyncrer, go ahead and put that up there. Winkrer's the editor. I can afford to have him. He's neat. Do something funny, Wyncrer.
No.
No. Hello.
Let me smash.
He's a champion. But yeah, just consider looking at that. There's all sorts of other rewards, and I would really help me. It would make me smile. And I can get more hats. I'm gonna have more hats in the next duel. You won't find out until you get there. Oh hey, they came back! Just Pie again. What? Normally I don't like to duel the same person twice. Sorry about that. The game crashed when I looked at your graveyard for some reason. I will make sure I don't do that again. I do have I don't remember what I had. Well, we got Snake Rain in our opening hand. Either way, that's a good thing. Interesting. I thought this was Metal Foes. It's not. It's Sky Strikers. Which is like Metal Foes, but with fundamental differences. A lot of differences. All the differences! This is the best hat I own. Top hat, very classy. Russian hat, very informative. The wizard cap, good for Halloween. This one makes everyone smile. Hopefully. I don't know, comment in the comments. Maybe it don't make you smile. Maybe you're one of those non-smiling people. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. This is why we want to go second, because you can like Snake Rain, discard the Bigfoot. Bigfoot will destroy the Sky Striker Ace, which will put the Ray into their thing. Oh wait, no, Ray can tribute. Oh, okay. Well, at least they used their one called by the grave on Bigfoot instead of anything I'd actually want to use. Let's see, we'll get that. Where's that, and the dark one. There we go. Let's go ahead and activate this and send a dark monster to the graveyard. Let's do that one. Let's normal summon this. Wish they kept the Abyss name. I know, right? This is so much worse. Okay, let's go ahead. Ogdoadic is okay. It's, I don't know. I kind of want to call them Ogdudes. Get a free monster. Just have a fun time. Well, now you have a monster in the main monster zone, which turns off the Sky Striker spell traps. And then because of this, I get to search. Yay. And I can get this out of my hand, which is good. Let's, or do I, yeah, let's get this that we can normal summon and put this into the graveyard. And then you have to discard. What will you get? Okay, we'll get that. That will allow me to search. Unless you got an Ash Blossom. Ooh. Hey, we got the Snake Lily. So that's going to be banished. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thinking all the world. Thinking. Do you have a monster in the graveyard? You do not. Okay. So I should go ahead. We'll get that. That'll banish that. So we'll get the 2,000. And then I can shuffle back 2 monsters, including an Ogdoadic. Don't really need Bigfoot in the graveyard, but I can put more monsters in the graveyard, and that'll be good for Snake Lily. Do I have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. The only thing I'm worried about is that back row, so let's go ahead. Let's make this baby. Manhunt. Alright. You had to do it. You had to stop it. I understand. Do I still have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So then, Snake Lily. Unless you got Ash now. Fuck. If they've been saving it. Okay. Send the deity. Use the deity. Summon the deity. Hello. Nice to meet you. And then I can just send everything but this, and this can't tag out because it's negated. Nibiru. Ah! Yep, let's go ahead. I probably shouldn't have done that. No, I still get a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. And I can discard a card to get this. I don't have 8 though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I need the light one. We're still going to set this because we can. Oh wait, I can. Okay. I was going to save that so I get another Tiger Lily, but we're good. Now this is summon 2 tokens, unless you've got every Ogdoadic in the graveyard. Then it's just summon 2 of them. Have yourself a good time. Which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's go ahead. What up, Chief? Summon 2 tokens? Nah, dog. I'm gonna get the light and the dark. The king and the queen. To just stop all the things you want to do. Because then you get a card, but then you have to discard a card. And if you discard a monster, I get to summon out of the graveyard. And then if you summon out of the graveyard, I can send something to the graveyard. Okay, discard a random card, good sir. Send to the graveyard. Oh, and they sent something, so I get to add... Yeah, if something goes from the field to the graveyard, I get to search a snake. And then if they search... These are like walls of text, but they're interesting floodgates, and they kind of work with each other. Let's see here. Yeah, we just want the one that searches the lily. Because we need that. So this like makes you discard a card. If you discard a monster, this summons a monster out of the graveyard. This says if your opponent summons a monster out of the graveyard, then you get to send a card they control to the graveyard. And this says if a card they control goes to the graveyard, you get to search. So if you have both of them, it can become kind of difficult. Especially, again, when you've got the smaller monsters. The wee little ones. The one tribute monsters, because then all the things they do that help your opponent now hurt them. I feel like these are like, again, they remind me of the generators. If they have one or two more cards that really help you take advantage of what these do, then like a continuous spell maybe, especially with how searchable their stuff is, you could have something really brutally effective. Even as is, they might still be you might be able to break them somehow. I've seen a combo where people can search like 5 cards by using Bish Balkan and Reptilian Echidna. Because this searches for every monster your opponent controls with 0 attack, and Bish Balkan gives your opponent 5 tokens. So it's like, hey, you can go +5 by searching 5 monsters. The problem is, you don't want the snakes in your hand. So I don't see how that really helps you. You don't want most of them in your hand. And even then, the loops you have to go through to get it, the chances that you're gonna... If you can do all that, you probably win anyway. But there's definitely some potential there. Some potential to do some brutal things. Alright, you're really relying on that one thing. Lair of Darkness would be super useful here. Let's just normal summon this. I'll be taking that. Ice Dragon's Prison. They're banishing me god! My god. Alright. Unfortunate. So yeah, now I have to get those back, which means... Well, all they can add back is a monster to their hand, so... Against this particular deck, not all that useful. Let's summon this. You get to add a Ray back to your hand if you want. Although you've got to immediately discard because of the light monster. Like, please get rid of your monster. Oh, they added back Nibiru. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad. Let's see. Get Null, because all I control is Ogdo cards. We'll get that. Let's summon the Dark One. The Queen. And yeah, this is where I want to... Oh, I could have gotten the... That's fine. Yeah, and then you get to summon the Ray. Oh, it's during the damage step. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah, if I had the God Snake, I'd be in much better condition. Now they get to search him some things. Do you want to continue the battle phase? Yes. Yeah, here. Okay. Activate Snake Lily. I should have done this before. It's the... Well, it's the only one I have left. I am now officially out of snakes in the deck. Haven't normal summoned yet. Okay, so I can always discard that for a thing. We're in a pretty good position, though. I'm enjoying this position we're in. They can banish stuff from the graveyard, but I got all my boss monsters out here. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I should have activated that now, and then they can't do it. No, because they just get back. Okay. I could do it during the battle phase, though. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish that monster, or you could summon it to your field instead. Ah, okay. Go for it, buddy. You get yourself a big foot. It was summoned from the graveyard, so I won't be able to send it. Let's see. Yep, go ahead. That sucks, but you can take it. Can't beat over 3,100. Slightly bigger than Blue Eyes. Just slightly. The Widow, interesting. Not going over those. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster, banish it until your opponent's next end phase. Yep, might as well. I go, you go. Sure. Add from deck to graveyard. Let's get this back. I could search another Snake Lily. It wouldn't do anything. Yep, get out of here. Does not target. You summon from the graveyard, I could just send any cards to the graveyard. You can tag out, you're going to go back to the graveyard. I like the mixed messages of these. It's like, there you go. This one's like, were you summoned out of the graveyard? Get the fuck back into the graveyard. What are you doing here? And this is like, were you not summoned out of the graveyard? Go to the graveyard, and you can come back after you've been in the graveyard for a while. But you gotta go to the graveyard first. Here we are, the 7th duel, the fighting 7th versus the Flavinator. He will bring the flavor from left to right. Oh, hey. My mutants. Neat. We've got access to Lair. Neat. We got a thing to pop the face downs. Neat. Search Lily. We got 2 foolish burials. Oh no. I'm in danger. What did you banish? My Snake Rain? Not my Snake Rain! You'll banish my Snake Rain. My Snake Rain. I'm sad. Frowny face. Why you do this to me? Your opponent cannot target this card with monster effects. Okay, I won't. Pot of Prosperity. Alright, let me see what we're looking at with your deck. I can't see those. I wish it would show up over there. My mutant Clash. Target one effect monster. Banish one my mutant from your... Negate its effects. Okay, so they got an on-the-field monster negate. Which is not really going to help them. Have any monsters in the graveyard? No. Do I have any snakes in the grave? Neat. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to activate this. We're going to send that guy. We're going to activate. Howdy. We're going to hope they don't have any spell trap destruction. I should have continued to read this card instead of stopping halfway through. Specifically a spell card. Alright. Unfortunate. Okay, we're going to normal summon this. Get myself a Snake Lily. You're going to negate that one. Alright. Now we activate this. Take one level 4, add it to your hand, or special summon it. All these samples. I guess did my mutants finally get more support? I don't remember this. Get that. Hey, that's not what we wanted. That's not what I want to see, good sir. Let's go ahead and tribute this. Hollow. Get back. Guess it doesn't really matter. These two. And then this comes down. Okay, banish, and if you do the opponent's monsters, you could target one of your banished Myutin traps. Is destroyed. Okay. So, could I find some way to do this without destroying it? Yes. Yes, I can. I haven't made this yet. So, let's go ahead and do this. Place one Myutin from your hand on the bottom of your deck. Okay. So, let's try doing this. This will be funny. Make this dude Lancelot, Dark Knight of the Underworld. Attack directly when it inflicts battle damage. Let's see. Draw one card. You can use this effect once per turn. If a level 8 or higher would be destroyed, you can banish this card you control instead. Okay. So much reading. Let's get rid of that. And then let's get rid of that. Main phase 2. Zeus. Let's make you put away a card. And let's go ahead and banish everything. Or not banish everything. But just like send everything to the graveyard. And one card from your hand. Alright. And there we go. Oh, and they get that back. Okay. So now they're up to 3 cards. A sad state of affairs. I was hoping it would be like, we each have 2 cards. I have simplified this game state a lot. But yeah, a lot of people were like, Joe, why are you playing the gross Ghost of Christmas Past or whatever it's called? That doesn't seem all that particularly useful. And it's because it can attack directly and then summon Zeus. It's one of the only level 8s that can do that. Check it out. Myutin's okay. Gotcha. Target one of your banished monsters, special summon this card, shuffle that target into the deck, add one nemesis from your deck to your hand. Just learning all sorts of things. And they get their gamma back. Search. Target, if this card is currently banished, you can add it back to your hand. I didn't see what they added. Arch nemesis Iatos. By banishing 3 monsters with different types from your graveyard or face up on your field. Cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can declare one monster type, destroy all cards on the field with that type. Also, under the X of people cannot special summon that type. Alright. Well, if they say reptiles, I'm doomed. Oh, it's Verte. Ripperoni. Machine. What? Okay. Verte. Okay, I really need my chances. Let's go ahead. 50-50 shot. I like them odds. Yes! Big bird. We did it! Alrighty then. They have any monsters in the graveyard? Yes, we don't want to give them back. We don't have anything we want to return anyway. We could do the light, and then, yeah, okay. And they get to summon it, but its effects are negated, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead. Summon this by tributing off this. Hello? You get a monster? Feel free to take one. Ha ha ha. Activate. Summon this. Oh, also, I almost forgot. Darkest Diabolos comes back. My friend and companion. Hello? Search me a thing, please. Search me a song, you're the piano man. Search me a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a snake god. And I just sent one to the graveyard, alright. Oh, la da da diddy da da. La da diddy da da dum. Hello there. That is a nice field you have. It would be a shame if the entire thing went to the graveyard. Like, I'm sorry, this is an exclusive card. Graveyard cards only. And there we go. It was a difficult thing. I'm surprised they did not... I guess they used Pot of Prosperity too much. They didn't have anything left. But we managed to pull it out mostly because Thunderbird won the 50% chance. We did it. We won the Fighting 7th. Let's go ahead into the 8th duel. Alrighty then. Here we are in the 8th duel. I had to count my fingers. We get to go second again. More than 40 cards. What would it be? 39, 44? I've done 44 before. I think I've done just about every number. It's rare that you find a deck that needs more than 40, but that 14 card extra deck. Now there's a little thing. That's a mistake. They set a card and we have like the best possible hand. We have Lair of Darkness, we have Snake Rain, we have Trade-In with the danger to destroy the face down. Okay. Or it's like, even if they ash this, I don't care, because we still have Snake Rain. Rapid Fire Magician, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We're gonna activate this. We're gonna send that. Let's just go ahead and send this and this and this and that. There we go. Now that we have 4, let's go ahead and activate this. We'll send that. Get to summon a reptile from our graveyard. Yep, let's go ahead and pick this. Doesn't matter, I'm going to show you that OTK we could do. Normal summon? Hello, I am Snake. Let's go ahead and activate this. Tribute off the snake. Summon this. You get a monster from the... Oh, wait. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oh, I'm dumb. I am so dumb. Yes. Oh, wait, no, I can still do this. We'll get this. Hello. I have not searched yet. Give me another Snake Lily. Let's activate that. Get the field spell. Activate the field spell. Set this. Activate Bigfoot. Because he's the only card, he will always automatically discard himself. Which means he will blow up your dude. Which means I get to search. Why not? We'll get another one of these for next turn. And then I could do the thing. Let's go ahead, Dragubulon. 2 level 82 level 8 monsters. And then it's detached to pick 2 dragons from your extra deck, 2 numbers. Summon 1. Attach the other one as material. And you pick Numeron Dragon. It can detach. It gains 1,000 attack for every rank on the field. This is a rank 8. This is a rank 1. That's 9,000 damage. Because 8 plus 1 is 9, in case you failed elementary school math. And 9,000 is bigger than 8,000. Unless he's got Battle Fader. He did not have Battle Fader. Alrighty, here we are in what I'm assuming is the 9th duel, but could not be the 9th duel perhaps, versus the McG Chicken. The McGood Chicken? Oh boy. Oh boy. 3 of the same card. The fuck? Pot of Duality in Salamangrates. Now if you aren't familiar, Pot of Duality prevents you from special summoning for the rest of the turn. And Salamangrates is a link-based deck that likes to special summon a lot. Are they just hoping that the amount of counter traps? I saw a lot of counter traps there. Maybe they're hoping all of those will get them out of this situation. But against most decks, you're going to be screwed. Especially since the Salamandrate traps, you need to, let's see if they had Rage. Let's look at Rage, for example. Send one Salamandrate from your hand to graveyard, target one card on the field, destroy it. Oh, or target one Salamandrate link and destroy cards. I didn't know it had that first effect. Oof. Trade in without anything to trade in. But we can solve this. If they didn't surrender. Okay. We're not counting that as the 9th duel, but keep that in there, Wyncrer, because I just want... Pot of Duality. You cannot... Okay. Interesting. Alright, here we are, the real, hopefully, 9th duel versus Mining Cave, which does not give me much hope. If this is Mystic Mine, we'll be in for a spot of bother. I have exactly 1 Twin Twisters. We may be in for a spot of bother. This is not a good sign. Silent Wobby is a thing of Mystic Mine. And, oh boy, Vanishing 6. The chances of finding Mystic Mine, very high. Well, I won't make you sit through... Yep, they got the... Mystic Mine Exodia, it seems. I won't make you sit through this one. We'll be back if I happen to get into things. There's a chance that it'll happen. There's a chance that it won't. We'll only find out when we get to the... Don't. Don't play Mystic Mine. But yeah, unfortunately I just lose because they have Field Barrier. Field Barrier prevents the field spell from being destroyed. So I'd have to use my 1 Twin Twister on Field Barrier, and then I'd have no way to destroy the Mystic Mine because everything else is monster effects. Mystic Mine, one of those decks that you kind of have to, like, side deck against. It's one of those things, like, it's pretty powerful. I think MBT is like, it could be tier 2 if people weren't annoyed enough to play against it. But it's like, you could side deck against it really easily. All you've got to do is put in, like, 3 Twin Twisters, 3 Cosmic Cyclone, and then you're set. So, yeah. It's one of those things, unfortunately we'll get to that eventually. But, yep, we'll just mark that down as a loss. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't let them grind you down. Woo! Don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't let them grind you down. Ba 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 ba. Ba na na ba ba na na ba ba ba. Ba na 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 na. Ba na na na. Well, unexpected. Oh. Yeah, it's customary after a Mystic Mine duel to sing the song, to remember that there are better times, that you cannot let the bastards grind you down. What's that song called? This is probably recommended. I didn't invent it. That's not it. Oh, it's just called "Don't Let the Bastards Grind You Down" by an old ska band called the Toasters. It's the only song by them I know, but it's a very catchy one. But yeah, it seems we're both on snakes. I've never played the mirror match before. This is going to be interesting. Oh, with Orcust? With Mech Knights? Possibly, yeah, looks like Orcust. Alright, so what's better? Go first, Orcust Mech Knights, or go seconds? Testing, lol. Nice. Me too. I mean, it's not like any of the rooms are ranked or anything. All you can do is test. Tongue face. Exactly. Especially on the casual rooms. So what manner of board can you build? The big thing about Orcust is part of what made them so powerful was just the weight of Dingirsu, who could stop things from being destroyed. And part of what makes the Ogdads so powerful is they don't destroy. They really just don't. They send to the graveyard. They're like, "Begone with you, go back to whence you came, fuck you, I'm done. Hiss! Snake sounds." That's what they're like. And so I'm curious if you can get out the Girsu. It's not going to be able to do a whole lot. Maybe the counter trap will do a whole lot. Oh. IP Masquerena. Hey, Masquerena. Macarena. Okay. Trade in with the Thunderbird. Time to pop that face down. Oh. Target that monster, gains attack. Okay. Thunder. Thunderbird! Ho! Oh, it's just the Abyss. Gotcha. Okay. Trade in again. Now I send the snakes. I'm on go seconds. Snakes. A fundamentally different build, you might say. Question is, can I get 5 snakes in the graveyard? I've got 1. Let's set this. Let's activate Danger Nessie. That might be bad because if they summon the Girsu for this... Oh, come on, man. They happened to pick the Nessie. The one thing I didn't want to discard. I mean, fortunately, it gives me a Bigfoot, so I have another chance to do it. I could do it again. Let's go. Bigfoot. Bigfoot, big feet. Alright, going for that. Well, what are the chances, man? I guess I gotta go for this. Man, what are the chances? 5 cards, both times hit the 1 danger in hand. Brutal. That's fine, though. I can activate this. I mean, I would have liked to draw cards and get cards on the field. That would have been cool. But doing this instead is, I guess, fine. We'll send... Yeah, we need to get that in the graveyard, even though allowing them to do that is not great. And now we've got 2 biggins in the hand that we can't get out of the hand. I rely on the dangers to hopefully get these out of the hand. What's in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3. If I had some way to get that into the graveyard... Oh wait, no, it would be the same name. Yeah, if I could have discarded either of these, I would be in a much, much better position. And unfortunately, things just ain't working out that way, buddy. And it's the light one, too, which is not the greatest one. I think what I need to send is... Okay. We need to send one of these, actually, so that we can draw and get some stuff. Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to summon it out of the grave. Okay. Tribute this. Going for things. Doing for things. I mean, they could still IP Masquerena into, what, I guess, well, now they have the ability to make 4, which is going to be unfortunate. One of the few times where this is really going to screw me over, probably. But we need to clear our hand out, otherwise we're going to be in Brick City. Population me. Population just me. No one else. Okay, draw a card, discard a card. Probably useful for you since you're also playing snakes. But I get to search a card, discard a card. And I haven't used my level 1 snake yet. Because I don't have any in the graveyard. Fuck. What do I have in the graveyard? The light monster, which is just going to get shuffled back into the deck. Yeah, we're just going to take this. Discard that. Now you must discard another one of those. We can activate this now. Send a dark monster to the graveyard. Queen. Now we have 3. We'll do this. And now is the time to disrupt if you have... Nope, okay. Rise of the Snake Deity. How's it going, buddy? So now you can send it back into the deck or something. Discard a card. You're also going to the grave. You go to the grave, I go back to the deck. Good trade, good trade. That's... Lol. Good trade. Yeah, again, this one... This is one of those ones, again, like, you could see how maybe I would have done better if I had discarded this thing instead of discarding the dangers over and over again. They didn't really help me all that much. Oof. Yep, a good duel, but now they have all the snakes and I have nothing. They have all the snakes plus the field just filled up with Orcus stuff. But this might be a good idea, you know, like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of different stuff you can do with the snakes. The only one that locks you out of the extra deck is this. It doesn't even lock you out of the extra deck, it just says while this is on the field, you can only summon reptiles. And as soon as you tribute it, then you could do other stuff. Summon a monster from a graveyard? Yes. Yes, please, I think I will. Its effects will be negated, though. So, let's just pick, Bigfoot. Sir Biggest Footist. They can probably get over that, but at least it'll be slightly difficult? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, this is as long as it's on the field, you cannot summon anything but reptiles. But as soon as it leaves the field, you're not locked for the rest of the turn. You're not locked for any amount of time. It's just while this is on the field. You cannot special summon monsters except for reptiles. That's why, even though we have a level 4 that we can summon out of the graveyard if we control no monsters, add a monster to the hand, why yes I will. Thank you. Even though we have that, I only have the one rank 4, and it's a reptile. It lets us search other reptiles. That's why the links are pretty much like 2 reptiles and then this, in case I really need it. But yeah, I'm half tempted to like skip ahead, because it's just the opponent comboing off, and I don't really have any say over the matter. They're just going to kind of do what they want to do. But at the same time, it's like they're doing Ogdoadic combos. If you came to watch snakes do stuff, there you go. Getting snakes, using snakes as link material for the gala tea. Delicious tea. I mean, the big thing though is that if they can't OTK me here, there's a chance, a fairly good chance, that I get either Snake Rain myself or Lair of Darkness, both of which will allow me to play through everything. And there it goes. So that's 28, 26. plus 18, I guess. I think that's about it. Yeah, 28, 26, 18. That's almost 3, almost 3. That's 6, 7, 8. But it's not, if it had to be 3, 3, and 20, and it's not quite that. If they can get one more monster on the field, I might be done for. But it doesn't look like they're in that position. They've already used their skeleton this turn. Yeah, I think they're good. Okay. So I live to fight another day. And what's in their graveyard, actually? They have another skeleton, so they can summon the Galati back. They can summon the Dingirsu back. So they have that removal. Possibly more. And yeah, I guess Dingirsu being a rank 8 really helps. Fortunately, you helped me. Giving me one of these. What do I have in the grave? Well, that's their graveyard. What do I have in my grave? Lair of Darkness. 1, 2... oh wait, snakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I get one more with this, then I can afford to do the thing. Do I want to try to bait it out first? Yeah, because I already have one of these. So let's try this. Let's get the lily. Let's get that lily dew. It's what we've got in our shoe. We're gonna summon a monster. It's what we do. Let's send the thing and we'll have a swing. Summon a reptile from the graveyard. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually go for the dark one. Get her out. The queen. And then we can go for this, and if they summon anything, we can just send something to the graveyard. Go for this. Not gonna summon anything, alright. Go for this. And then... do we do the light? Do we do... I was really hoping they would activate the other thing first. And they have not. So, I think what we do... yeah, this is the time we want to activate that. Because then we get a free negate. Although that's 2 level 8s. If only we had this in the graveyard, we'd be in a much better, much more advantageous position. Yeah, let's go for it. Gross ghosts. Attack directly? Yes. Pop, pop, bing. Pibbity pop. What you gonna hop? Everyone knows. This was summoned out of the graveyard. Yeah, so banish it when it leaves the field. Yep, so that gets negated. Because this just automatically negates the first thing that activates. It's pretty neat. Although you can't like put it there and then activate your own stuff. Because it'll automatically negate whatever gets activated. So we hit with the 2000. We're going to blow up the... oh, it has to be a face-up card. Let's get rid of the ding. We'll just attach. Main phase 2. Going to summon Zeus, yeah? And now if they have anything, they have to activate it now, correct? Forbidden Droplet, gotcha. Alright, I also have a 3000. You're negating both of them? Okay. Oh, and then that makes the Lair of Darkness. How did I even know I had Lair? Alright. Well, in that case, let's summon this so that when they start to do graveyard shenanigans, we can put an end to it. Oh, I should have activated that first so I got tokens. Oh, that's fine. We're in a pretty precarious situation. But we've cleared most of their board. Yes. You sent a monster. Do we want to get this or this? Let's get this one. More floodgates. We can only summon the other one if this makes them discard a monster, or if they do discard a monster, which they inevitably will. Snake comes back, okay. You're locked into rep up, you summoned. Summoned out of the graveyard. Away with ye babble. No babbling for you. Probably should have waited on that one. Special summon a monster out of your graveyard? Yeah, I'll take the Zeus. It's big. It's just a big, chunky defense wall. It's a chunky boy, if you say. Ha 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 ha. Get a thing. And see, the big thing about the strange mirror match is it's like, yes, you now have the ability to get Snake Lily, and you can summon the Snake God out of the graveyard and clear nothing from my field because everything was summoned out of the graveyard. Same with me. But my deck doesn't rely on stuff from the extra deck. As soon as he makes something, I'm gonna be in a bad way. Or he's gonna be in a bad way. Add a card? Yes, I'll add back Danger Bigfoot. Because I've already used all my lilies, I'm pretty sure. I lost 2 on the first turn, and then the third one there. I could search the trap, which is live at this point, but I'm hoping I'll be able to finish the game off next time. I like that this isn't even trying to activate because literally no monsters on the field weren't summoned out of the graveyard. That's just how it be. Although, yeah, you do that, you get the... Yeah, I probably should have waited on this until he summoned something good. You get that back. Send to grave. Yep, you gotta summon that, because otherwise... Okay, so now it's just a matter of, like, if you have a, what would it be? Boral Sword? No, I think they're locked into... Yeah, you can't summon except for... No, Boral Sword could do it. Pretty sure Access Code Talker also. Access Code or Boral Sword? Yep. Ripperoni. Just enough attack to get through. I could have probably played that better. Haha. I can't actually do anything. How come it didn't gain attack? Shouldn't it have gained attack? Oh, everything's dark, so they can only banish the one. I see. One link monster that was used as material for the link summon. Oh, okay, so that's... You know, I've used this several times. I had no idea that it had to be the monster you used as material. Yep, discard it. No snake for you. Whoop. Indeed. Close. But no cigar. Get this down here. Get this down here, and that's more than game, good sir. The Lair of Darkness. So he won just barely. They messed up, but it was a good duel. Good, nice thing to end on. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let's go ahead to the end screen. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Snake Lair, we went 7-3, which is about on par with how I thought. I actually didn't mention it this whole episode, but fun fact, this is the second time I've recorded this. I actually sat down with my friend Ron Claude, and we tried to record this yesterday, and I forgot to hit the record button. So all we have is the audio recording, and I thought you wouldn't like a podcast audio drama of people talking about duels. But in case you're curious on that one, we went 8-2. So fairly consistent. You got about a 70-75% win rate either way, at least against the Wild West stuff on Yu-Gi-Oh! Not quite sure if this is meta-worthy, but again, there's so much more stuff you can add on here. I talk a little bit about the other tech cards, all the stuff in the side deck during the profile. Check that out. There's a lot of information there. It's funnier than you might think, and those videos don't get as many views as I would like. Either way, next time, no idea what I'm looking at. I think I have a request. I really need to talk to people about those, and I was supposed to do that today, but now I'm recording this for the second time, so I'll find that out. It'll be a surprise. Until then, though, good luck and have fun. Salutations, you slimy, slithering serpents. Thanks for sliding into the end screen, where I salute the esteemed Sultan tier patrons with strange and silly shoutouts. Their names are Davon Crushin, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, Yellow, Jelly Will Return, Yami, 3Do9, Austin Glover, BV King, Chris W, Death's Dancer, Leaf Blady, Munchrai, Pong, CD Games, Chris Kessler, Dancing Joker, Diotic, Matt, Muffin Fiend, Nathan, Nerozod 22, Nightfang, Penumbra Eterna, Kirvin, Quintingent, Tayo no Kitsune, Trevor F, and Weirdest Hickory. It's only thanks to their super sweet assistance that I can sustain my substantial salary. If you'd like to join them in the snake pit, click on the Patreon link on the screen or down in the description. Every little bit helps, and you can secure some swell rewards as well. Today's secret question of the day is, which archetype out of Ancient Guardians do you like the most? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.